Your verdict yesterday said to Ms. Turner, we know that he did it, we know that he hid it, and we know that he hurt you. And for that, she's most grateful. To Mr. Artill and myself, your verdict says that you kept your eye on the ball. And for that, we are grateful. Now, before we started this morning and after we're done, the judge is going to tell you the things that you can consider in your decision of A, whether or not to award punitive damages, and B, the amount. There are several categories, and I want to talk to you about those categories. Category number one is whether the unreasonably dangerous nature of the conduct, together with the high likelihood of injury resulting from the conduct, was actually known by Gunwalt, Dhaliwal, and Gulfview Walk-In Clinic. Well, as we know, Gunwalt, Dhaliwal is walk-in clinic at Gulfview Walk-In Clinic, and Gulfview Walk-In Clinic is Gunwalt, Dhaliwal. And did he know? Of course he knew. He did it. You found by clear and convincing evidence that he did it, so of course he knew. So that question, that category is really simple. The high likelihood of injury resulting from such conduct. Dr. Dhaliwal holds himself out as a medical doctor, having medical training and a medical license. If he doesn't know the high likelihood of injury with the kind of conduct that you found clear and convincing evidence of, then nobody would, okay? I can't think of the person that would not be harmed by that kind of conduct. I can't imagine that person. So there's simply no question on that. Category B is one that I'm not going to talk about. Category C is the degree of reprehensibility of Dr. Dhaliwal's conduct. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is certainly a category that we're going to talk about. Questions. How reprehensible is it for a medical doctor to do this under the guise of dermabrasion? How reprehensible is it for a boss to do this under the guise of training? Does it get any more reprehensible? Well, yes, it does, but not in many circumstances. It is a total breach of trust in every imaginable way to an enthusiastic employee like Danielle Turner. How reprehensible is it to circle the wagons with false testimony from your friends and families and business partners to try and protect your money, okay, and your power? And you ask those people that are beholden to your money and your power to come in here and help you out. How reprehensible does it get, ladies and gentlemen? How reprehensible is it to come in this courtroom and act like the victim when the clear victim is sitting right there? How reprehensible is that? How reprehensible is it to say that doctors are targets as a way to get out of this? No, Dr. Dhaliwal, doctors aren't targets. Anybody who uses a position of power to do what they want to do and harm others is a target. They're gonna be a target. Not doctors, whoever does that. How reprehensible is it for Dr. Dhaliwal to victimize Danielle Turner again in this courtroom? To challenge every memory of that nightmare and pick as to whether or not she remembers her breast was out of her shirt or not. Dr. Dhaliwal, she doesn't remember that perfectly, but she does remember that her breasts were in your hands. She does remember that. How reprehensible is it to invite Danielle Turner back on Wednesday night? Does that blow your mind? You saw the same kind of behavior with Michelle Turner. It's like it didn't, it's like that moment of horror for the woman just didn't happen. On to the next patient or victim, whichever one it's going to be, or both. The next category that you can consider is the frequency of past similar conduct. We've got Cochran, didn't do it. We've got Hayes, she didn't get her prescription she wanted. We've got Dukes, the case was dismissed. We've got Michelle Turner, that you heard of, he denies it. We've got Danielle, you know what happened to Danielle. And we got Tammy King, and you know, the case settled, so there's nothing wrong with that, okay? How many others are there, or could there be, that haven't taken some action? Is every woman strong enough to take the step to go to the police, to take the step to go to the attorney's office? Or are there some that just went ahead and decided to not put themselves out there? Section E, Dr. Dhaliwal's attempts to conceal the conduct. He lied to the police. He lied to me. He lied to you. He either tricked Mr. Burgess into thinking he had the right night, or got him to lie for him. And the same for Mr. Burgess is true for Miss Sidhu, who, God bless her, is captive to Dr. Dhaliwal. She lives in his home, she works for him. What else is there? Section F, the seriousness of the hazard to the public. If Dr. Dhaliwal is not stopped, why would he stop? He still, and he always will, despite what you know and what you've said, deny that he has done anything wrong. You got to get his attention, okay? You have not gotten his attention. Nobody has. What does it take? That's why we're here, folks. We have reached a level in the law that doesn't happen very often, okay? It doesn't happen very often that juries get to the spot that you are right now, and for good reason. It takes a lot to get there, okay? We're there now. We're sitting here at the edge, getting ready to make a difference to future women and to your community.